Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
You know, I was just watching some old Smothers Brothers TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those? And you remember they used to do the skit about Mom always liked you
Yeah.
best, and Tommy was the younger brother, you know? And he'd always act like he'd say, well, Mom always liked you best. She gave you a dog. She didn't give me a dog. And every time I played with your dog, you'd go and tell Mom on me. And Mom gave you a bicycle. She didn't give me a bicycle
You had a wagon.
with one wheel.
Oh, those were so funny, but what would it be like if you had a parent who made it clear that he loved your sibling more than he loved you?
Wow, that'd be rough.
If he gave your sibling gifts that he never gave you, I wondered how you'd feel.
Pretty angry, I would imagine.
Yeah,
and disappointed and hurt. Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah. Envious. Well, in fact, wasn't there a story in the Bible about Joseph and his father Jacob?
Yeah.
And Jacob, I think if I remember right, Jacob really loved Joseph more than all his other sons. And that made the other brothers quite angry at Joseph. And I remember something about Jacob gave Joseph this beautiful coat of many colors. And that really made the brothers so angry that they took him out into the desert and put him in a hole and tore up his coat. And they were going to go back and tell his father that he had been killed by a wild animal.
Yeah.
But somehow he wound up getting sold into slavery in Egypt.
Yeah. Well, Joseph's brothers worked that plan out while they ate their meal together. And a lot of times families share ideas or work out their problems at their dinner table. In our church, our family table is the communion table. It's where we share our joys, our fears, our sorrows. It's where we share as a church family and as God's children, but thankfully knowing that God loves all of us equally.
Yeah. Well, but right now, I just feel like the whole world is just a huge big piece of Swiss cheese. It's just full of holes and empty spaces, and it's like we're having all these empty spaces and holes in our lives too that we've never had to experience before. And we have all these issues and needs that we've never had to deal with before. Like we're worried about kids going back to school and parents having to go back to work with all this virus stuff going on. And a lot of people just feel completely cut off from the people that they want to be the closest to.
Yeah. Not being able to have communion together is one of those holes in our church since we're having our worship services virtually now. But I think we may be overlooking a real time of communion. We have the coronavirus in common. It helps us understand what our brothers and sisters in God's family around the world need more than we've ever understood before. Every day can be a time of communion. If we just take the time to pick up the phone and call someone who's lonely, or send them an email, or even write them a snail mail card.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because that might help to fill the emptiness and the needs of those people.
Yeah. I think this time is a communion call to fill the needs of our brothers and sisters with love.
I think you're right. And that reminds me of a song.
Of course.
There's a hole in the world tonight. There's a cloud of fear and sorrow. There's a hole in the world tonight. Don't let there be a hole in the world tomorrow.
Oh my. Well, you know what?
It was going so well.
Well, that's okay. We can do this